Part 58. Super God Undead Lord. Author, B.A. Wang Shi-san. Chapter 571. The main force of the Water Alliance is undoubtedly the 7 members of the Water Alliance team. In name, there are 7 people, but Xianji is a Buddhist old man and did not follow the group this time, so there are actually only 6 people. Among the 6 people, Xiaofei and Qin Yu are both 8-winged angels, at the realm of God, with HP of nearly 2 trillion. Not only are they powerful, but their survivability is also greatly improved when facing strong enemies. The 4 people, Yang Tian, Huangmao Longlu, and Lang Ling, are still at the realm of Saint King, and their HP is suppressed by the system. Yang Tian's fragile mage has only 180 million HP. Lang Ling has 220 million. Huangmao Dragon Knight has HP of 500 million. Long Liu's HP is as high as 800 million, but it is also very small when facing a divine beast or a god-level strongman. But Yang Tian's glass bone shield and Qin Yu's 3 elemental shields are enough to make up for it, greatly enhancing the survivability of the main group members. The strength of these people is unquestionable. As long as they survive, they can play a huge role. Therefore, Qin Yu became an 8-winged angel, not only his own strength sword, but also the overall strength of the main group sword. On this basis, there is also Suan Wu, which is even more amazing. Using the same method to make cannons, Yang Tian led the group to kill the vermilion bird at the south gate and the white tiger at the west gate. At the moment when the white tiger fell, Yang Tian finally killed 100 beasts, and a wonderful system prompt sounded in his ears. System, congratulations on your full bath of the blood of the beasts, promoted to the King of Man, and obtain the mysterious power to forge the body. Physical strength, basic double defense, 4 major resistances, all negative state resistances are permanently at 100%, one time, immediate effect, such attributes are enhanced in the later period, and there is no amplification effect, and you can have up to 7 different beast bloodlines. In an instant, blood and qi emerged from the surface of Yang Tian's body, then gathered into liquid, and then condensed into blood scabs. In a short moment, Yang Tian condensed into a blood man, with a terrifying murderous aura all over his body, which was obviously the power of hundreds of beasts. The blood scabs quickly fell off, revealing the smooth and white skin inside. At this time, Yang Tian seemed to be recast, and instantly had delicate skin that many women envied. However, this was only the surface. In fact, Yang Tian's physique doubled instantly. For Yang Tian, doubling his physical strength is useless. 180 million doubled is only 360 million, which is useless. Doubling his strength is even more useless, and he didn't use strength. But the basic double defense, 4 major resistances, and all negative resistances such as dizziness, poisoning, freezing, burns, stiffness, and blindness are doubled, which is very useful. It is equivalent to doubling the defense and doubling the negative resistance. It's a pity that the double guards didn't double, otherwise, Yang Tian's entire defense would instantly improve to a higher level. Tisk tisk, if Huangmao is promoted to the human king, the effect will be even better. After all, he is a dragon knight, and strength, defense, and resistance are all very important attributes for him. Yang Tian sighed secretly. Although Huangmao's defense is not as good as Long Lu, his dragon knight is also much stronger than the defense of ordinary professions. Yang Tian did not mention Long Lu. Of course, if Long Lu became the human king, his defense would undoubtedly be even more abnormal. However, Long Lu was a shield warrior, and it was almost impossible for him to be promoted to the human king. Even if he helped to beat the sacred beast to a low health, Long Lu was extremely weak to beat the sacred beast with low health. He was at full power at that time, and it was extremely eye-catching to beat a sacred beast with low health, not to mention the sacred beast. Is that the human king? Seeing some changes in Yang Tian's body, everyone was amazed. Tisk tisk, pretty boy, I'll beat you to death, pretty boy, Huang Mao said with some contempt. Yang Tian was quite attractive, with sharp features and smooth lines. He was handsome in the traditional sense that was biased towards male aesthetics. Now his skin has become like a woman's, which looks a bit out of place. And he is already an awakener. In this respect, reality and the game are synchronized. Obviously, he doesn't like such skin. He even plans to go to the ancient Egyptian desert to tan his skin again after a while. Compared to Yang Tian, Huang Mao has delicate features and extremely soft facial lines. He is a standard pretty boy and is quite popular with women. Pretty boy. I don't want you to say that, Yang Tian mocked. Compared with himself, Huang Mao is more favored by girls. I'm handsome. Get lost. Human King? Brother Shui, what does Human King mean? Zhu Yu asked eagerly. She didn't forget that she came here to collect intelligence. Oh, a hidden task. After completing it, the attribute is slightly increased. Yang Tian smiled casually. Hearing this, Huang Mao and Xiao Fei rolled their eyes fiercely. You have already exposed the other person's background. Can't you tell them something? Let's go to the north gate to fight Suan Wu. After the spoils of the White Tiger were cleaned up, Yang Tian waved his hand and all the team members withdrew from the west gate and headed towards the north gate. However, he shrank at the back of the team, stretched out his palm, and a drop of dark blood covered by the glow of the sunset appeared in his palm. That was the blood of the Lich King. Yang Tian had known that he would be promoted to the Human King today, so he had naturally taken out the bloods that satisfied him from the palace warehouse. Swallowed the blood of the Lich King in one gulp. System, congratulations on obtaining the blood of the Lich King, and obtaining the blood skills Dark Affinity and Dark Domination. Well, I really thought too much. Even if you are promoted to the Human King, you only have blood skills with multiple bloods, and the attributes improved by bloods cannot be superimposed. Yang Tian smiled slightly, but he didn't care. Having up to 7 bloodlines and up to 14 bloodline skills is already very good. System, congratulations on obtaining the White Tiger bloodline, and the bloodline skills Terrifying the Forest and Exorcising Evil Spirits. System, unfortunately, you failed to refine the Vermilion Bird bloodline. Yang Tian swallowed the White Tiger bloodline and the Vermilion Bird bloodline one after another. As the system prompt sounded in his ears, he was suddenly startled. Is it true that humans have a 100% success rate when swallowing and refining bloodlines? Yang Tian felt extremely distressed that a precious Vermilion Bird bloodline was wasted like this. The beast race has a failure rate when refining bloodlines, and they explode and die if they fail. I know this. But humans are the spirits of all things, and they are highly compatible with the bloodlines of various beast races. There is no failure rate, right? Yang Tian was entangled. A human without bloodlines swallows bloodlines with a 100% success rate. A human with low-level blood, such as the blood of a spirit beast, swallows a high-level blood, such as the blood of a divine beast, and has a 100% success rate. But a human with high-level blood, such as the blood of a divine beast, swallows a low-level blood, such as the blood of a spirit beast, and will obviously fail. However, Yang Tian was promoted to the Human King and could have up to 7 bloods. Before he had 7 bloods, there was no such conflict. Unless. Could it be that I have the blood of the Vermilion Bird, or even the same blood as the Vermilion Bird, but a higher level blood? Nonsense, how is this possible? Yang Tian was at a loss. Super God Undead Lord. Author, B.A. Wang Shi-san. Chapter 572. Yang Tian didn't believe it, so he took out the last of the black tortoise blood and swallowed it. As expected, he succeeded again and obtained the blood skills Divine Turtle Guardian and Life Resurrection. Damn, what's the situation with that Vermilion Bird blood? Yang Tian was more and more confused. My theory must be correct. Is the Human King special? Yang Tian sighed. After all, he didn't know the human king well enough, so it was useless to think too much, so he could only give up. He wasted a portion of the vermilion bird blood, so he had to waste it. There was nothing he could do about it. After a month of hard work, Yang Tian finally killed 100 divine beasts and was promoted to the human king. And except for the azure dragon and the white tiger, all the other divine beasts were first killed, and he obtained the blood of those divine beasts. However, most of the divine beasts he killed were ordinary divine beasts, and their blood skills were very ordinary, at least not powerful. So at present, Yang Tian only swallowed the 3 bloods of the Lich King, the white tiger and the black tortoise, plus his original divine dragon blood. Now he has 4 bloods. He could devour up to 3 bloodlines at most, but he was not in a hurry. After all, he had already been promoted to the human king, and he could slowly choose the last 3 bloodlines. In his hand, no, to be more precise, in the warehouse, there was actually another powerful bloodline. It was the Iron Backthorn Dragon bloodline. But he planned to give that bloodline to Huang Mao. Huang Mao once said that after he was promoted to the human king, he planned to devour 7 dragon bloodlines to see if he could trigger the hidden settings of the Dragon King. Although Yang Tian thought it was nonsense, since Huang Mao had this intention, he would naturally help him satisfy it. A few minutes later, Yang Tian led the group to the Suanwu checkpoint at the north gate. So the 2 Suanwus met, which was very dramatic. Evil creature. You, a dignified Suanwu, actually surrendered to humans. The North Gate Suanwu glanced at Suanwu with a cold eye, furious. This time it was a male voice. This Baimen Suanwu, of course, could not be Suanwu's father whom he had never met. Divine beasts are also monsters. They will be refreshed after a period of time after death, and each refreshed monster is an independent individual with no connection between them. Stop talking nonsense. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, and Vermilion Bird have all been killed by me, and you are no exception, Suanwu scolded. Just you. Your hair has not grown yet. Even I am not capable of defeating the Azure Dragon leader. Baimen Suanwu obviously did not believe it and sneered. Looking at the 2 Suanwus talking like this, everyone felt inexplicably happy. Immediately, the 2 Suanwus fought with gunpowder. It was naturally meaningless for 2 meat tanks to fight. Even if they fought like this for a day, it would be difficult to tell the winner. After all, Suanwu is also a 198 level divine beast. Compared with Baimen Suanwu, its attributes are actually not much different. Suanwu, open the divine turtle guard. Everyone is ready to fight, Yang Tian gave an order. A black phantom of a divine turtle instantly popped out from Suanwu's body, covering 100 yards in radius, and covering all of Yang Tian and the others. The lives of all members were guaranteed, and they attacked the North Gate Suanwu madly without thinking. Extreme summoning. Yang Tian's mind moved, and this time, he actually instantly summoned the extreme summoning, instantly summoning tens of thousands of undead armies. You should know that before this, he needed to chant for a full 3 seconds, and even if he replaced the blood-sucking staff with a magic book, he still needed to chant for 1.5 seconds to use the extreme summoning. Is this the dark affinity of the Lich King? It's so scary. Yang Tian waved his hands continuously, without chanting, and instantly summoned the powerful undead legions such as the Bone Dragon and the Black Knight. Compared with the past, his speed of summoning the undead has increased several times. At this time, Yang Tian himself was also a little surprised. Although this dark affinity did not increase his combat power on the surface, it had a great hidden increase in strength. The final skill of the Necromancer at level 200, Soul Chasing Arrow, locks on the target to attack, and can even turn. This powerful skill requires 5 seconds of chanting at the beginning. Yang Tian has an affinity with darkness, and it is very likely to be able to cast it instantly. Instant ultimate move, are you afraid? Dark Fire Domain. Darkness is coming. Yang Tian cast 2 more environmental magics in a row, which are also instant. This is too scary. As Baimen Suanwu's dark resistance was weakened by 20,000, the damage of Yang Tian and all his undead army skyrocketed, and combined with the concentrated fire attack of everyone in the group, Baimen Suanwu screamed and his HP dropped wildly. "Stinky boy, you are bullying the few with your numbers," Baimen Suanwu complained. Their Suanwu's Divine Turtle Guardian is a team battle skill that protects teammates and provides a comfortable output environment for teammates. But it is the only Baimen Suanwu now, so releasing the Divine Turtle Guardian is naturally useless, and it can only use life resuscitation. Life resurrection is instant, instantly restoring 50% of the health, but the cooldown time is as long as 1 minute. In this ultra-high tempo battle, Baimen Suanwu cannot be used frequently, so that the blood bar that is dropping rapidly cannot be pulled up at all. After a while, Baimen Suanwu has been left with little blood, and Yang Tian directly explodes and takes it away. Instance broadcast: the central gate is now open, and all challenger teams are welcome to challenge. As Baimen Suanwu fell, a broadcast was heard in this instance, attracting the attention of Yang Tian and everyone else. There is a broadcast. Yang Tian was stunned. He originally thought that as long as he quickly killed the 4 beasts, he could lead the door out on the spot. But now, it was not what he thought. The door was the central door, which was obviously in the central square. This 4 elephants guardian copy can accommodate multiple teams to challenge at the same time. It seems that no matter which team kills the 4 beasts, as long as it is completed within the specified time, the central door will appear, and then all teams in the copy will compete for the final battle. Huang Mao analyzed while touching his chin. It should be like this, but now, there is no one else in this copy except us. Then the benefits of the central door are all ours. Yang Tian smiled. Everyone was excited. It is not enough to simply kill the 4 beasts. The 4 beasts must be killed in a very short time to lead out the central door. How terrifying will the benefits inside the central door be? After cleaning up the spoils of the North Gate, Suanwu, Yang Tian led the team to withdraw from the North Gate and came to the central square. I saw that a huge light gate appeared in the center of the square at this time. It was obviously also a teleportation gate. You can't see what's inside from the outside. You have to go in. System: you found the central gate, Yellow Dragon Hall, and gained 1 million experience points. Yang Tian led the team into the light gate. As the system prompt sounded, everyone came to a magnificent hall. Through the dungeon map, it can be seen that the Yellow Dragon Hall also has 6 levels. The first 5 are ordinary levels, and the last one is the boss level. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Super God Undead Lord. Author, B.A. Wang Shi-san. Chapter 573. Yang Tian and his companions are currently at the first level of the Yellow Dragon Hall. In the magnificent hall, there are more than a dozen huge, dark, illusory figures. They look like miniature versions of the Black Tortoise, and they are in a soul state, without a physical body, and are naturally immune to physical attacks. Those monsters are called Black Tortoise Beast Souls, all of which are 200-level sub-spirits. In front of the portal connecting to the second level, there is also a 3-color treasure chest. Summon the Bone Dragon. Yang Tian raised his hand and waved, instantly summoning 5 bone dragons, and their fierce power filled the entire hall. Dark blue flames. 5 bone dragons spewed dark blue flames and swept across. Wherever they passed, the dozen sub-spirits of the Black Tortoise Beast Souls all howled in pain, their bodies were annihilated in the flames, and each of them exploded with something. Black tortoises are black tortoises, but the realm of those Black Tortoise Beast Souls is too low, and the sub-spirits are only half a level higher than the Emperor Beasts. Facing the Holy Beast Bone Dragons blessed by Yang Tian's attributes, they have no room for resistance. At the same time, the sub-spiritual monsters have no bloodline, and the dozen or so black tortoise beast souls did not reveal anything good. The ordinary members of the Water Alliance cleaned up the spoils, while Yang Tian, Huang Mao and others walked towards the three-color treasure chest. The treasure chest had a lock, but Xiao Fei was an assassin with unlocking skills. After a while, he opened the three-color treasure chest, and hundreds of items were displayed inside, all flashing with three-color treasure light. Those lights gathered together, dazzling, and they were all three-color spiritual essence. A three-color treasure chest, there are so many three-color spiritual essences in it, Xiao Fei was slightly surprised. It should be because of the first kill. This treasure chest obviously has the saying of first opening. If someone comes here to open the treasure chest next time, the benefits will probably be much less, Yang Tian explained with a smile. Lao Juyu opened his mouth slightly, with some desire in his eyes. All the people present were powerful people above the Spirit King. Looking at the three-color spiritual essence, even if there were hundreds of copies, they didn't feel much. But Chueyu is a demon, and the demon's talent is to devour. Devouring one three-color spirit essence can convert it into 100,000 points of dark energy, and 100 of them is 10 million points of dark energy. Chueyu is a six-winged demon. If she wants to be promoted to an eight-winged demon, she only needs 100 million points of dark energy. She has been at the six-winged demon stage for quite a long time and has accumulated a lot of dark energy. If she devours all the 100 spirit essences, she can be promoted directly to an eight-winged demon. Unfortunately, this is the income of the Water Alliance, and it has nothing to do with her. Sister, if you join our Water Alliance, these are all yours. Yang Tian smiled and teased, taking in the changes in Jueyu's expression. Hearing this, Jueyu shook her head in principle and said seriously, I have my own team. I come here to learn and gather intelligence. Yang Tian smiled, not surprised. Beast, you are still not good enough. You once boasted that you would bring a girl in, but the girl doesn't seem to have this idea. Xiao Fei looked at Qin Yu and said sarcastically. The revolution has not yet succeeded. Don't worry, it will happen sooner or later. Qin Yu smiled, still shameless and always with a mysterious confidence. After cleaning up the 100 spiritual essences and other spoils, Yang Tian led the team to continue moving forward. The second level is the Vermilion Bird Beast Soul, a 200-level sub-spirit. The third level is the White Tiger Beast Soul, a 200-level sub-spirit. The fourth level is the Azure Dragon Beast Soul, a 200-level sub-spirit. The 5 bone dragons under Yang Tian showed their power and used the dark blue flame to pass through in seconds. This dark blue flame is of course a magic attack that can cause damage to the beast's soul. The beast's souls did not explode many good things, but in these 4 levels, each level has a 3-color treasure chest. Xiao Fei unlocked it and found that each treasure chest contained 100 spiritual essences. Everyone in the Water Alliance was indifferent, except Juyu, whose eyes were red, and whose eager look was almost drooling. The 5th level. The same golden and magnificent hall. But there were no other facilities in this hall, not even beast souls or other monsters. At a glance, it was empty. No, there was still something in this hall. Yang Tian led the team forward. At the end of this hall, on both sides of the portal connecting to the last boss level, there were 2 stone lions. Yang Tian's eyes flashed with brilliance, and he used the Eye of Truth to scan the 2 stone lions. Suppressing Evil Stone Lion, Divine Beast. Level 200. HP, 3 trillion. Basic Combat Power, 3 billion. Maximum Combat Power, 300 billion. Skills, Lion Roar, Charge. Bloodline Skills, Suppressing Evil Array, Unmovable as a Mountain. This stone lion is actually a divine beast, Huang Mao said in surprise, with ecstasy in his eyes. Huang Mao is now a level 192 Saint King. He doesn't have the eye of truth and can't see the specific attributes of the evil suppressing stone lion, but he can barely see the name, realm, and level of the stone lion. As for the reason for his ecstasy, it's needless to say. In order to be promoted to the human king, he needs to kill 100 divine beasts. Now what he wants to do most is to find a divine beast to kill. He didn't expect that there were 3 divine beasts in this light gate. That's right, 3. In addition to these 2 evil suppressing stone lions, the boss of this yellow dragon hall must be the yellow dragon divine beast. Of course, these 2 evil suppressing stone lions have the same name and realm. He only needs to kill one. Even if he kills both, it is equivalent to killing only one divine beast. The 2 evil suppressing stone lions are both stone sculptures, and each stands on a stone platform. Yang Tian and the others gathered together like this. They didn't speak, nor did they actively attack. It was as if they were not monsters that actively attacked. Darkness descended. Dark Sea of Fire. Yang Tian cast 2 environmental magic spells in a row to weaken the dark resistance of the 2 evil suppressing stone lions. With the appearance of the Dark Sea of Fire, the 2 evil suppressing stone lions were all burned. Although the damage was very low, it seemed to wake them up from their slumber. The pupils of the rock sculptures suddenly turned golden. Lion's Roar. The 2 evil suppressing stone lions were both stone sculptures, with their mouths slightly open, revealing the fangs carved from the rock. Now, their mouths did not continue to open, but they roared furiously. Each of them stimulated a golden shockwave, sweeping towards Yang Tian and everyone else. Yang Tian and thousands of others were injured to varying degrees. In an instant, countless corpses fell in the team. The roar of the evil suppressing stone lions was as high as 300 billion combat power, and 2 roars were as high as 600 billion combat power. Although all the team members have fighting spirit, their own life and defense are too low to bear it. Now, the only ones who survived in the team are Yang Tian, Huangmao Xiaofei, Long Lu, Qin Yu, Lang Ling, Xian Wu, and 5 bone dragons. Yang Tian and the other 6 people all have full-level purple fighting spirit, 8 times damage reduction, so the damage they received is not as high as imagined, and Long Liu's damage is even lower. Xiaofei and Qin Yu are both 8-winged angels, with HP of nearly 2 trillion, so they are naturally not a problem. Yang Tian has a bone shield. Huang Mao, Long Lu, Lang Ling, and the other 3 are wearing the flame armor, ice armor, and earth armor released by Qin Yu. Super God Undead Lord. Author, B.A. Wang Shi-san. Chapter 574. Yang Tian and the other 6 were fine, Xian Wu was even finer, and the 5 bone dragons barely held on. Now all of them were at low health. The roar of the evil suppressing stone lion was different from Yang Tian's, and the roar did not have a stun effect. Qin Yu. You didn't even give me a shield, I hate you, the team channel said. Zhu Yu frantically typed and swiped the screen, which was very eye-catching. Glancing at Zhu Yu's fallen body, Qin Yu smiled bitterly, his scalp tingling. I only have 3 shields. Idiot. Men who don't value love over friendship are not good men. Huang Mao looked at the flame armor on his body and said contemptuously. Sister, I can see that he is not suitable for you. Long Lu patted the ice armor on his body, and it banged. Idiot Lang Ling was wearing the earth armor, with a calm face. I'll kill your uncle. Qin Yu's mouth twitched wildly, and he roared with a red face. Ha ha. Puff. I'm laughing my dad to death. A bunch of corpses were typing and swiping the screen in the team channel frantically, as if they were afraid that Qin Yu couldn't see it. At this time, the evil suppressing stone lions took action again. With a duan sound, a strange circular magic circle with a diameter of 100 yards popped up under the stone platform under the feet of the 2 stone lions, and Yang Tian and others were all framed in. The magic circle was very bright, all blue, with various blue rays connected inside, accumulating into a 7-star. At this time, the people in the magic circle all felt weak, and all attributes decreased by 30%. Yang Tian and the 5 residual blood bone dragons were even worse, with all attributes decreased by 50%, almost dead. This is obviously one of the bloodline skills of the evil suppressing magic circle. The evil suppressing magic circle weakens the attributes of enemies within the range by 30%, and if it is a dark attribute enemy, it weakens the attributes by 50%. Of course, the 2 evil suppressing magic circles can frame the enemy at the same time, and the effects cannot be superimposed. Buffs with the same name, whether they are amplification buffs or negative buffs, the effects cannot be superimposed. Collision. The evil suppressing stone lions are stone sculptures. Even though they have souls for some unknown reason, their parts cannot move. They can only move as a whole, including the stone platform under their feet. The 2 evil suppressing stone lions flew out together with the stone platform under their feet, and rushed out with a strong wind. Their collision seemed to have no cooling, 1 collision and 1 stop, 1 collision and 1 stop. And when they collided, the evil suppressing magic array under them would also move with them, which was a bit similar to Yang Tian's undercurrent. Bang, bang, bang. In 3 or 2 moves, the 5 blood residual bone dragons were smashed to pieces. After easily killing the 5 bone dragons, the 2 evil suppressing stone lions turned to Yang Tian at the same time, leaped out again, and crashed towards Yang Tian. Obviously, compared to ordinary invaders, this evil suppressing stone lion seems to be more hostile to dark attribute invaders like Yang Tian Bone Dragon. Divine Turtle Guardian. Seeing that the boss was in danger, Suanwu immediately activated the Divine Turtle Guardian. A huge and black divine turtle phantom popped up, covering everyone present. Even the 2 evil suppressing stone lions were covered in it. Bang bang. The 2 evil suppressing stone lions hit Yang Tian at the same time, but Yang Tian didn't feel anything at all. Suanwu groaned and lost 10 billion blood. It was as if the 2 evil suppressing stone lions hit Suanwu instead of Yang Tian. Divine Turtle Guardian has such an effect. At this time, Suanwu was also affected by the evil suppressing magic circle, and all attributes decreased by 30%, but its HP was still around 17 trillion, and its defense was still terrifying. Losing only 10 billion blood was not a big deal. The 2 evil suppressing stone lions were still constantly colliding with Yang Tian. Everyone, including Yang Tian, focused their fire on them at the same time, but the damage was extremely low. Except for Longlu and Suanwu, Yang Tian's damage was the lowest. All attributes decreased by 50%, not just the basic attack power, including armor penetration, attribute enhancement, critical strike, and explosive damage, all of which were halved. Yang Tian's real combat power decreased by an unknown amount. Although the situation of Huangmao Xiaofei and others was better than Yang Tian, it was not much stronger. So, the 2 evil suppressing stone lions could not hit Suanwu, and everyone's concentrated fire could not hit them, and the situation was once in a stalemate. After a few seconds, the 2 evil suppressing magic arrays retreated towards the 2 evil suppressing stone lions until they disappeared. Obviously, such a terrifying magic array seemed to last very short, only about 10 seconds. The next moment, Yang Tian and the other 6 people and Suanwu returned to the peak. And Suanwu's Divine Turtle Guard was still there, bearing all the damage. The 2 evil suppressing stone lions could not hit Suanwu, and everyone focused their fire and soon knocked them down by half. The evil suppressing stone lions looked mighty, but they were just ordinary beasts. Their defense was not as strong as imagined, and their HP was only 3 trillion. The 2 evil suppressing stone lions seemed to feel the passing of their lives. They stopped charging at Yang Tian and stopped, standing still. Before, when they charged, red light would flash on their bodies. Now they stood still, with golden red light surging around them, and they were actually in a domineering state. Everyone was still focusing their fire, and everyone's damage dropped tenfold, but the health bars of the 2 evil suppressing stone lions continued to slide. Obviously, the main group was still too powerful. Even if the opponent was a domineering body, they still dealt a lot of damage. Time passed second by second. Under the strong concentrated fire of Yang Tian and the other 6 people, the 2 evil suppressing stone lions finally had little blood, and Huang Mao finally took them away. Huang Mao got a first kill reward, and the completion rate of his promotion to the Human King increased by 1%. 2 evil suppressing stone lions, 1 first kill, 1 not first kill. The first kill dropped a lot of items, including a copy of the Ziyiguang bloodline. The non-first kill only dropped a few scattered items and a pile of gold coins. Evil suppressing stone lion bloodline, Ziyiguang/consumable after use, the attributes are enhanced, and the bloodline skills evil suppressing magic array and unmovable as a mountain are obtained. Evil suppressing magic array, instant, centered on the user, releases an evil suppressing magic array with a radius of 100 yards. The magic array moves with the user and weakens the attributes of the enemy within the magic array by 30%. If the enemy is a dark attribute creature, the attribute is weakened by 50%. The duration is 10 seconds, and the cooldown time is 1 minute. Unmovable as a mountain, passive do not move the hegemony, and cancel it if you move. Everyone looked at the bloodline of the evil suppressing stone lion and was a little surprised. This evil suppressing stone lion is not a very powerful beast, but its bloodline skills are extremely powerful. Xiao Filong, Qin Yulang, and Ling looked at Yang Tian Huang Mao with some envy. They were not human kings, and it was impossible for them to be promoted to human kings. No matter how good the bloodline was, they could only watch. Yang Tian looked at the bloodline of the evil suppressing stone lion and was somewhat tempted. Obviously, the 2 bloodline skills of the evil suppressing magic array and the immovable mountain were very powerful, not weaker than other bloodlines that Yang Tian possessed. Unlike Yang Tian, Huang Mao looked tangled. Super God Undead Lord. Author, B.A. Wang Shi-san. Chapter 575. Why, you look down on me? Yang Tian glanced at Huang Mao and smiled. I want to trigger the Dragon King. Huang Mao smiled bitterly. You are talking nonsense again, you are just imagining things without basis. Yang Tian rolled his eyes, bent down to pick up the blood of the evil suppressing stone lion, and swallowed it immediately. System, congratulations on obtaining the blood of the evil suppressing stone lion, and obtaining the blood skills evil suppressing array and mount as a mountain. So far, Yang Tian has 5 bloods in his body. Oh my god, am I seeing it wrong? Brother Shui actually swallowed the blood of the evil suppressing stone lion. Doesn't he want the blood of the dragon? Many corpses have a god's perspective. At this time, they can see Yang Tian's weird movements. They are all shocked and swiping the screen in the team channel. Obviously, they only know the existence of the Human King, but they don't know the ability of the Human King, because no one told them. Wow, this is an important information. Ju Yu seemed to have discovered a new continent. She kept this matter in mind. This information alone was enough for her to go back and report. Looking at the crazy messages in the team channel, Yang Tian was quite helpless, but he didn't explain. Yang Tian didn't distrust them, on the contrary, Yang Tian trusted them very much. In the past 3 years, the Water Alliance has gone through countless battles, and everyone has been tempered. Now there are only 3,000 people left, and each of them is an elite. As for the more than 1,000 people in the group, there is even more to say. Now the Water Alliance is powerful and can be called a hegemon in the Chinese theater. Every member of it has a bit of face. There is no possibility of betrayal and becoming a spy or traitor of other forces in the Chinese theater, let alone a spy from overseas forces. In other words, Yang Tian can trust every one of the 3,000 people in the Water Alliance. But trust is trust, and there must be some big mouths and loose mouths among them. What if Yang Tian tells them the ability of the Human King, and someone spreads it from 1 person to 10, 10 to 100, and the whole world knows it, right? Along the way, Yang Tian has exposed many of his trump cards. The ability of this human king is a new trump card, which cannot be easily exposed. Moreover, isn't there a blatant traitor like Zhu Yu in the group? As for, let them guess, Yang Tian can't stop it, and he can hide it as long as he can. The trump card will be exposed sooner or later, it's a matter of time. Since they have entered the central gate, Yang Tian and others don't need to rush. After cleaning up the items, Yang Tian and the other 6 people and Suanhui rested on the spot for 10 minutes. When the state returned to the peak and all the skills were cooled down, they set out again, passed through the portal, and arrived at the last boss room of the Yellow Dragon Hall. The last level is the same hall again, which is empty. However, there is a mural of a yellow dragon on the floor, and the yellow dragon inside is lifelike. The yellow dragon is also a proto-dragon, and its appearance is roughly similar to the blue dragon, but the skin is different. In addition, the yellow dragon on the mural has 5 fingers on its claws. Obviously, this yellow dragon is actually the 5-clawed golden dragon in the legend. Everyone, get out of the way. According to past behavior, a yellow dragon will definitely rush out of this mural. Huang Mao waved his hand and said. Everyone agreed and retreated. Only Suanhui stayed where he was. It seemed not to be afraid of the yellow dragon. Ang. A moment later, a majestic and vicissitudes of life dragon roared throughout the hall. Immediately, the mural on the floor began to glow. As expected, a yellow dragon emerged from the mural, circled over the hall, and finally stopped. A pair of huge golden dragon eyes looked down at everyone. Hu Huanglong exhaled, and a white airflow like a sharp sword was sprayed out of each of his 2 huge nostrils. Dear challengers, congratulations on coming here. Next, you just need to defeat me to get the treasure you want. Huanglong spoke in human language, and his voice was full of vicissitudes, as if he had been baptized by endless years and was full of style. At the same time, the yellow dragon raised its claws, and a glowing treasure chest, 10 9-color treasure chests, and 100 6-color treasure chests appeared in the corner of the hall. Obviously, this is the so-called treasure it mentioned. Looking at those treasure chests, everyone's eyes flashed with ecstasy. After all, the reward was too generous. Those treasure chests were shrouded in a layer of shadow, as if there was some kind of mechanism set, perhaps, only after killing the yellow dragon can the treasure chest be opened. Yellow Dragon, 2nd level Divine Beast. Level 200. HP. Basic Combat Power. Maximum Combat Power. Skills. Blood Skills. Then, everyone's eyes swept towards the yellow dragon, and at a glance, there were question marks. Even if Yang Tian used the Eye of Truth, he could only see a little bit of insignificant information. The azure dragon in the east, the vermilion bird in the south, the white tiger in the west, and the black tortoise in the north. The yellow dragon in the center. When Yang Tian and the others came here, they had some premonitions in their hearts, but they didn't expect that the yellow dragon was actually a 2nd-level beast. Can this be fought? Huang Mao looked helpless. This yellow dragon is a 5-clawed golden dragon. It is not only a 2nd-level beast, but it is likely to be the top of the pyramid among 2nd-level beasts. Who cares? It's just a copy. It doesn't matter if it fails. Let's give it a try. Yang Tian forced a smile. He didn't have much hope, but he still had to give it a try. What's wrong, adventurer? I'll give you a chance to attack first. Huanglong looked down at Yang Tian and the others like he was looking down at an ant, his expression indifferent. Arrogant. Boss, leave the defense to me, you can fight with confidence. Being despised by Huanglong, Xianwu was furious, roared, and directly released the divine turtle to protect Yang Tian and the others. Yang Tian and the others looked at each other, nodded secretly, and attacked at the same time, focusing their fire on Huanglong. Bang bang bang, Yang Tian and the others attacked fiercely, and the bombardment on Huanglong caused an explosion with great momentum. However, the blood bar on Huang Long's forehead was only slightly reduced after bearing the concentrated fire of Yang Tian and the others. If you don't look closely, it seems that Huang Long is not injured. Is this all you can do? Huang Long seemed a little impatient, and the golden dragon whiskers under his jaw moved without wind, with an imposing manner. Then, it opened its bloody mouth, condensed a ball of golden energy at a speed that was almost instantaneous, and then fired. Dragon breath. Ah! The golden dragon breath was obviously blocked by the phantom of the divine turtle. Suan Wu suffered damage, howled shrilly, and lost 15 trillion blood directly. The blood bar above Suan Wu's head lost more than half in an instant. Everyone was shocked. Isn't this gap too big? As strong as Suan Wu, he will lose 15 trillion blood after being hit. Anyone else will die. Suppress evil magic circle. Yang Tian's mind moved, and a blue 7-star magic circle popped up under his feet, spreading 100 yards. Although the yellow dragon was hovering over the hall, it was also affected by the magic circle of suppressing evil. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Super God Undead Lord. Author, B.A. Wang Shi-san. Chapter 576. System, the effect of your evil suppressing magic array on Huang Long is weakened, Huang Long -5% attribute. As the system prompt sounded in his ear, Yang Tian's mouth twitched slightly, but he was not too surprised. In fact, in addition to this exorcism magic array, Yang Tian also has a hand weakness, which can weaken the attributes of a target by 30%, which also lasts for 10 seconds and has a cooldown of 1 minute. The effect of weakness is equivalent to that of the evil suppressing magic array, but one is a single weakening and the other is a group weakening. Obviously, weakness cannot be compared with the evil suppressing magic array, but even so, weakness is still very strong. But Yang Tian rarely uses weakness. Yang Tian is a saint king. He fights saint kings and saint beasts, and disdains to use weakness. He fights god-level strongmen and divine beasts. Because of his low realm, the effect of weakness is weakened, and it can only weaken the enemy's attributes by 10%, which is not very meaningful. Weak. Yang Tian held a common-sense attitude and raised his hand again to put a weakness aura on Huang Long. System, your weakness has weakened the effect on Huang Long -5% attribute. As expected, because of the low realm, the effect is weakened again when facing the second-level beast. Although the effects of the evil suppression array and weakness are the same, they have different skill names, so both are effective. But Huang Long's attribute is not -10%. Rather, Huang Long's attribute is -5%, and on this basis, it is -5% again. It is almost reduced by 9%, less than 10%. Dragon Claw. A golden wind gathered on the pale yellow sharp dragon claw in an instant, and Huang Long slapped it with one claw. Bang! Suan Wu fell down in response, and the phantom of the divine turtle also collapsed, and Yang Tian and the other 6 were stunned. The next battle was no suspense, and Huang Long suddenly swooped down, and with a move of the dragon's tail, he slapped all the Yang Tian dragons to death. System, team wiped out. Challenge failed. Experience value -30%. As the system prompt sounded in his ears, a white light flashed, and everyone in the group was asked to leave the copy and appeared outside the copy mirror. Immediately, the copy mirror of 4 symbols guardian gradually faded and finally disappeared. Although Yang Tian and others did not pass the Yellow Dragon Hall, they did defeat the 4 great beasts, so that the copy mirror disappeared, and it would appear again in a month. Hey, if I beat a second-level beast, would I be promoted to the Human King directly? Huang Mao sent a private voice message to Yang Tian. Yang Tian was startled. Well, it is indeed possible, but you can't beat it. Don't you still have you? After you become a god, you should be much more terrifying than ordinary god-level strongmen, right? Next month, you help me beat Huang Long to a low health, and I will harvest it. Huang Mao smiled. Even if it is a low health Huang Long, you can't beat it. Yang Tian was merciless. Huang Mao was startled. Okay, stop fantasizing all the time. Aren't you afraid of hallucination? Even if you kill a second-level beast, you may not be promoted to the Human King, right? When I was promoted to the Human King just now, I got a prompt saying full blood of beasts, which means you must kill 100 beasts. So, you should just focus on killing 100 first-level beasts. It won't be too difficult with my help. It will only take a month. Yang Tian was helpless, thinking that this kid was really imaginative. What Dragon King, what killing a second-level beast to directly promote to the Human King, can it be reliable? However, after failing to challenge Huang Long this time, Yang Tian quietly gave up the idea of attacking Doughty. In his opinion, the Doughty would only be more terrifying than Huang Long. And more importantly, Huang Long was in the dungeon, so there was no big punishment even if the challenge failed, but the Doughty was in the wild. Once it died, it would lose its level and equipment, and suffer heavy losses. Yang Tian took out the search device. As the copy mirror of 4 Elephants Guardian disappeared again, there are now 14 mythical beasts left in the Chinese war zone. They are the Earth Bear, Doughty, and the 12 unknown mythical beasts gathered together. Huang Mao has fought the Earth Bear many times, but he can't beat it. This is normal. The Earth Bear is a first-level peak mythical beast. Strictly speaking, it is not weaker than the 4 mythical beasts. Although Huang Mao's combat power is not weak, his HP is too low. After all, he doesn't have many copies like Yang Tian. The Earth Bear is in the Beast King Valley copy, which is a single-player copy that can only be played alone, so Huang Mao has given up the Earth Bear. Doughty, needless to say. Let's go and see what kind of monsters those 12 mythical beasts are. Yang Tian patted Huang Mao's shoulder and smiled. Hey, brother Shui, what is this thing of yours? Zhu Yu came over like a curious baby and asked while staring at the search device. Oh, a Divine Beast Searcher. Yang Tian smiled. Divine Beast Searcher, is it specially used to search for divine beasts? Zhuyu was startled, and then he seemed to suddenly think of something and shouted, oh, yes, some time ago, you killed many divine beasts for the first time. Is it because of this thing? Zhuyu's startled look was very cute. Ha, you react very quickly. If anyone says you are stupid again in the future, I will be angry with them. Qin Yu knelt down and licked, stretched out his hand, and wanted to take the opportunity to touch Zhuyu's head. Who knew that the girl nimbly dodged and said angrily, shut up, you who didn't give me a shield. Suddenly, the smile on Qin Yu's face froze, and he realized that Zhuyu was not only super simple, but also a super vengeful guy. Ancient desert. The yellow sand is everywhere. Under the bright sun, the surface of the desert has visible hot air currents, like a huge steamer, with an indescribable feeling of heat. Adventurers who come here must drink spring water continuously, otherwise they will continue to lose blood. Unless the fire resistance is as high as 20,000, they can be immune. Therefore, this map is rarely visited by players. After a period of flight, Yang Tian led the team to this place because the 12 red dots on the search instrument show that it is in this ancient desert. Everyone prepared spring water. Yang Tian led the team forward, and according to the coordinates of the red dots on the search instrument, they kept approaching the destination. After a while, Yang Tian led the team to the vicinity of the red dot, and there was nothing around. Slightly forward, Yang Tian and others will cross the red dot, and then retreat, and they will retreat to the original place. In any case, Yang Tian and others cannot overlap with the red dot. There should be a copy here, and the 12 beasts should be in the copy. We are outside the copy, so we can never overlap with the red dot coordinates. Yang Tian analyzed. At the same time, Yang Tian was also slightly surprised. Now that he has a search device, it is difficult to find the 12 sacred beasts. No wonder no one found them in the previous life. They are too hidden. Copy? Where is the copy? Juyu looked around. There was nothing but rolling yellow sand. The copy is hidden. Everyone, find a way to trigger it, Yang Tian said. How to trigger it? Everyone was stunned. Everyone, look for it separately. See if there is a sand trap nearby. Maybe you can enter the copy by following the sand trap, Yang Tian guessed. Super God Undead Lord. Author, B.A. Wang Shi-san. Chapter 577. Everyone dispersed and went around to look for possible sand traps. A few minutes later, someone shouted in surprise in the team channel, Brother Shui, I found the sand trap. You go in and take a look first. Yang Tian looked calm. Another minute passes. How's it going? Yang Tian asked. I entered a monster's lair. It's a hidden map. I'm the first discoverer and got a skill point reward, the man said. Everyone was startled. I thought that if I found the sand trap, even if I might not be able to enter the dungeon, I might still be able to enter the hidden map. With this thought, everyone became more and more diligent in searching for the sand trap. 3 hours passed in a flash. At first, a dozen or so people found the sand trap, but no one entered the dungeon. Only 3 people found a hidden map, and the other 7 people gained nothing. After that, it was difficult for everyone to find the sand trap. Under the hot sun, their patience was gradually exhausted. Seeing everyone sweating profusely and looking in low spirits, Yang Tian couldn't help but relent. Everyone can't hold on for another hour. It's really not possible. Let's forget it today. You must know that the sand depressions in the desert of Taixu are rarely formed naturally, and are mostly dug by sand scorpion ants. Therefore, the appearance of sand traps is random, and the final location of each sand trap is also different. Not today, maybe tomorrow. It is absolutely impossible for Yang Tian, or Huang Mao, to give up those 12 divine beasts. An hour passed quickly, and everyone gained nothing. Yang Tian secretly sighed. This ancient desert is different from ordinary maps. It is indeed torture for players to stay here for a long time. Okay, that's it for today. After the team is disbanded, everyone can move freely and come back tomorrow, Yang Tian said. But at this moment, the sunshine in the desert suddenly became stronger. Everyone was sweating profusely. The hot sweat dripped down their chins and hit the sand. It would be evaporated in an instant and white smoke would rise. Afterwards, an oasis appeared in a certain direction in front of everyone. The environment there was beautiful and the water was cool. Everyone just took a look and felt that the heat in their hearts was relieved. However, everyone knows that it is just a mirage. It seems to be not far ahead, but in fact it is unknown how far away it is. As the mirage appeared in the desert, a copy of the mirror image suddenly appeared around everyone, and its coordinates coincided with the 12 red dots on the search device. This copy mirror image is like a huge, elliptical mirror standing upright. In the mirror, the scene in the copy world is reflected. The environment inside is beautiful and there are various animals. The copy is called 12 Zodiac Paradise. A copy has appeared, the crowd's ecstatic voices resounded. It turns out that this copy was not entered through a sand trap, but appeared at the same time as a mirage in the desert. Huang Mao glanced at Yang Tian, with a mysterious smile on his face. Not necessarily. I think it's possible to enter the dungeon through the sand trap, Yang Tian disagreed. Okay, stop fantasizing, it's unfounded, Huang Mao smiled. Yang Tian was speechless. Why did these words sound so familiar? Brother Shui, quickly lead the team into the dungeon. The mirage disappears, and this dungeon may also disappear at the same time. Besides, we can't stand the heat anymore. Everyone gathered in front of the dungeon mirror, sweating profusely, and urged. Yang Tian nodded and led the team into the dungeon. System: you discovered 12 Zodiac Paradise and gained 1 million experience points and 1 skill point. There was a flash of white light, and everyone in the group came to a bush. Because it was a hidden dungeon, everyone in the group got 1 skill point each, and they couldn't help but smile with relief on their faces. It was worth it after being exposed to the scorching sun for several hours. In the bushes, a group of black and white wild boars were lying down. The wild boars showed a lazy attitude, lying on the ground and eating shrubs. Only when the surroundings were bare did they turn over reluctantly. They ate and slept and ate, so lazily that the wild boars grew fat and strong. In the center of the shrubbery, where the shrubs are most luxuriant, lies a giant white pig. It is cute and naive, and because of its color, although it is huge, it looks much more harmless than those wild boars. Hi Pig, Emperor Beast. Level 200. HP, 2 billion. Basic combat strength, 500,000. Maximum combat power, 3 million. Skills: Savage Charge, Bite. Patron Saint of the 12 Zodiac Signs. Lucky Pig, mythical animal. Level 200. HP, 5 trillion. Basic combat power, 5 billion. Maximum combat power, 500 billion. Skills: Brutal Charging, Biting, Overwhelming. Bloodline skills: Luck from Heaven, Luck Incarnate. Background introduction: in ancient times, participants in the 12 Zodiac race rankings were lucky enough to get the last place due to the absence of many animal contestants and the withdrawal of some contestants midway. 12 Zodiac signs, no wonder there are 12 mythical beasts. Yang Tian used his true eyes to scan the wild boar and the white giant boar respectively, and smiled slightly. Opening the dungeon map, there are indeed 12 levels. Obviously, each zodiac animal and its guardian beast occupy a level. Moreover, it seems that the higher the ranking of the guardian beast, the stronger the power. This lucky pig ranked last is considered to be of medium level among the first level beasts. Kill. With a loud roar, all the team members rushed towards the pigs, bullying the weak and slaughtering them crazily. Extreme Summoning. Yang Tian's Dark Affinity is passive. With a wave of his hand, he summoned tens of thousands of undead armies in an instant. Form again: the Skeleton Warrior Army, the Skeleton Mage Army, the Skeleton Archer Army. These ordinary undead are now all level 198 Emperor Beasts, and because of Yang Tian's attribute blessing, they are far superior to ordinary Emperor Beasts in terms of combat power. The undead army rushed out like a huge black wave, destroying countless pigs in an instant. Because of the loud noise, the sleeping lucky pig was awakened. Ah! The lucky pig suddenly fought, roared, raised a fat and thick pig's hoof, and stomped it heavily. With a bang, the entire bushland shook, and at the same time, a shockwave swept out in all directions. Swept by the shockwave, the tens of thousands of undead army were instantly crushed. Yang Tian's face was still calm. Now, the Emperor Beast undead really couldn't keep up with the rhythm. Facing the Divine Beast, it was not even cannon fodder. However, he could become a god if he upgraded to level 2. By then, the weakest undead under his command would be at the level of spiritual beasts, the Black Knights would be holy beasts, and the 5 bone dragons would be divine beasts. That would be very terrifying. Lucky Pig stomped his feet, and the shockwave caused by this ordinary attack radiated out, not only killing the undead army in seconds, but also many team members who rushed out. Super God Undead Lord. Author, B.A. Wang Shi-san. Chapter 578. In Yang Tian's team, they are all powerful people above the Spirit King level. However, before the player becomes a god, his HP will be greatly weakened by the system. Even if he is a powerful Saint King, he usually only has 1 or 200 million HP. You must know that the ordinary undead and level 198 imperial beasts under Yang Tian all have more than 1 billion HP. They couldn't withstand it, and the team couldn't even withstand the attack of the divine beasts. If players don't become gods, they are all ants, with only a few exceptions. Come on, let's go. With a greeting, Yang Tian and the other 6 people rushed towards Lucky Pig. These 6 people all have full fighting spirit, 2 of them are 8-winged angels, and the other 4 have shields, so they are naturally not afraid of the Lucky Pig. Evil suppressing magic circle. After Yang Tian got 50 yards closer to the Lucky Pig, a blue 7-star array popped up under his feet, spreading in a radius of 100 yards, just covering the Lucky Pig, causing the Lucky Pig's all attributes to drop by 10%. Yang Tian is currently in the realm of the Holy King. Facing the Holy Realm or below, the evil suppressing array will weaken 30% of his attributes. Facing the Divine Realm, it will weaken his attributes by 10%, facing the second level Divine Realm, it will weaken his attributes by 5%. Immediately afterwards, Yang Tian put a weak halo on the Lucky Pig, once again weakening the remaining attributes of the Lucky Pig by 10%. At this time, the Lucky Pig's all attributes dropped by 19%, and its overall strength was weakened a lot in an instant. The next moment, 6 people set fire at the same time. Shield Bash. Bone Spear. TP Bone Spear. Shadow Attack. Backstab. Total Annihilation. Explosive Flame Technique. Fireball. Brutal Collision. Blow. Miss. 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 According to the strength of Yang Tian's 6 people, if they attack the weak Lucky Pig, even if this wave of concentrated fire cannot kill him instantly, it can at least knock out more than half of its health. However, their attacks were clearly directed at the Lucky Pigs, but they were all missed. All 6 people were shocked. Before they could react, Lucky Pig roared, and a silver rainstorm fell from the sky. Of course, it's not silver raindrops, but a rainstorm of silver coins, ding ding dong dong without reservation, falling down like crazy. This heavy rain of silver coins, with a combat power of 500 billion, caused some damage to each of Yang Tian's 6 people, but all 6 of them had purple fighting spirit, and they did not suffer 2 fatal damage. Nasai, throw money away. These silver coins are actually physical. They haven't disappeared even after they fell. Huang Mao was startled. Now 1 silver coin is equivalent to 1 soft girl coin, which is really a lot. Xiao Fei was slightly surprised. Its great Lang Ling was overjoyed. What the hell, isn't it just a few $100? If you have $1,000, I lose, Qin Yu scorned. It would be interesting if it were gold coins, Yang Tian said. The damage of silver coins is so high, but gold coins will kill you, you little pretty boy. Huang Mao smiled. I've been tanning for a few hours just now, Yang Tian said calmly. Everyone. A few people became more playful and chatted among themselves. The corners of Long Liu's mouth twitched crazily, and he continued to taunt, meticulously pulling away the hatred of Lucky Pig. Do you want to fight or not? Long Liu said helplessly. Hit, Huang Mao greeted, and everyone gathered fire again. This time there was no miss, and the Lucky Pig's health bar was instantly cut to less than half health. Seeing this, everyone except Huang Mao Long Liu was afraid to take action. After all, it would be more meaningful for Huang Mao to win the Lucky Pig's first kill. And this wave of concentrated fire, among which Yang Tian's damage was the highest, instantly aroused the hatred and anger of Lucky Pig. Roar! Lucky Pig roared, instantly abandoning Long Liu, and a savage collision turned into a huge white afterimage, flying towards Yang Tian. Attack me? I'm afraid you have the wrong person. Yang Tian sneered, immediately retracted all his movements, and stood still. At this moment, a golden red light hit the surface of Yang Tian's body, indicating hegemonic status. With a boom, Lucky Pig suddenly hit Yang Tian, but Yang Tian did not move. On the contrary, the Lucky Pig hit Yang Tian, causing a powerful shockwave that knocks Yao Fei and Qin Yu back a few steps. The domineering body reduces the damage 10 times, and the purple fighting spirit reduces the damage 8 times, which reduces the damage Yang Tian takes by 80 times in one go. The Lucky Pig's Savage Collision has a combat power of hundreds of billions. Looking at the damage Yang Tian suffered, it was only a few billion, and the white stripes on the bone shield above his head only dropped a little. Ha, the evil suppressing magic circle is as immovable as a mountain. The blood of this evil suppressing stone lion is really useful, Yang Tian said with a smile. The evil suppressing stone lion is not a very powerful beast, but its bloodline skills are extremely powerful, and it's also fun. If it doesn't move, it will be like a mountain. If it doesn't move, it will dominate the body. If it moves, it will be cancelled. Yang Tian spoke deliberately, wanting to test whether his words could be considered moving. And just when he opened his mouth to speak, the golden red light on his body, that is, the hegemonic state, disappeared instantly. Yang Tian panicked and shut up instantly. At the same time, the golden red light appeared on his body again. Yang Tian smiled in his heart. Although speaking was considered moving, speaking and then shutting up was also equivalent to instant. Lucky Pig roared angrily and continued to attack Yang Tian. Unfortunately, the damage was extremely low. Looking at Yang Tian's slutty look with envy, Huang Mao felt a little sad in his heart. He is a dragon knight, and his basic defense is much stronger than Yang Tian. Compared with Yang Tian, he is more suitable for the blood of the evil suppressing stone lion. It's a pity that he gave up in order to attack the illusory Dragon King. The unhappy Huang Mao vented all this power on the Lucky Pig, and soon he killed the Lucky Pig. When he got the first kill of the Lucky Pig, gained 10 skill points and a lot of experience points, he finally breathed a sigh of relief, and the signature bright smile climbed back on his face. As the first kill, the Lucky Pig exploded a lot of items, among which the only precious one was the Xiaoguang bloodline. Lucky Pig bloodline, Xiaoguang/consumables. After use, you will get a lot of attribute enhancements, and at the same time get the bloodline skills Heavenly Luck and Lucky Incarnation. Heavenly Luck, instant, randomly summon coins to cause large-scale damage to the enemy. Copper coins are 10 times the damage, silver coins are 100 times the damage, and gold coins are 1,000 times the damage. Lucky Avatar, passive. There is a certain chance to trigger 10 times fatal damage, a certain chance to be immune to all current attacks, and the chances of each are random and unknown. Whether this bloodline is strong or not depends on one's luck. The effect is completely different when the European Emperor uses it or the non-European Emperor uses it. Looking at the two bloodline skills of the Lucky Pig bloodline, Yang Tian sighed. First, the Lucky Day randomly summons coins to attack. If silver coins are summoned, the damage is equivalent to the damage of a general full-level skill, while the damage of copper coins is very low, and the damage of gold coins is very good. It all depends on one's luck. Lucky Avatar is even more so. The European Emperor and the non-European Emperor are two nicknames in the field of online games. Some players are very lucky, and they often get good things when they kill monsters, and it is even more amazing when they kill boss. Such players with deep luck are respected as European Emperors. Some players are unlucky and have bad luck. Even if they kill boss and get the first kill, it is difficult to get good things. Occasionally, they are so excited that they cry. Such players are jokingly called non-Europeans. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Super God Undead Lord. Author, B.A. Wang Shi-san. Chapter 579. European emperors and African chiefs are real in the field of online games. Of course, there are very few characters in these two extremes. The vast majority of players are in the middle level, with good and bad luck, or good or not bad luck. At least, Yang Tian had never seen a real European emperor or a real non-chief in his 2 lifetimes. I am very close to the European emperor, right? Yang Tian laughed at himself. Even so, he didn't dare to have the blood of this lucky pig, it was unstable and boring. Don't make trouble. You killed hundreds of divine beasts for the first time. Did you explode more than 5 divine weapons? Your strength allows you to forcibly seize a person's luck. Otherwise, you will be a non-chief, and you have the nerve to say that you are close to the European emperor. Huang Mao said contemptuously. Yang Tian was startled, thinking that this was really the case. The artifacts in his hands now are the Lich King's scepter, Thorn Dragon armor, and the Ring of Might, and then they are gone. To a certain extent, he is indeed a non-chief. But fortunately, he can use all 3 artifacts. In this respect, he is a bit like the European emperor. There are 3 artifacts in total, and you can use them all. This is a bit powerful. When the team first entered the dungeon, half of them rushed out to kill Haizu, and were instantly killed by Lucky Pig. At this time, the entire team, including Yang Tian and other 6 people, had about 500 people. As the Lucky Pig fell, those people rushed over. Some consciously cleaned up the trophies, while others continued to hunt down the pig in the bush. After all, only by killing all the monsters in a level can the portal or teleportation array connecting to the next level be lit. Qin Yu, you guy forgot to give me a shield again. Fortunately, both of our names have the word Jade in them. Jue rolled her eyes, stamped her feet, and lost her temper as soon as she came up. Anyone with a discerning eye can see that she is deliberately making things difficult for Qin Yu, just because she wants to see him in embarrassment. Who makes this kid so cute? Sorry this time, Qin Yu learned to be calm. With a wave of his hand, he put the earth armor on Ju Yu. Shit. The earth armor on Lang Ling disappeared. Obviously, Qin Yu transferred the shield from Lang Ling to Ju Yu. He understands the importance of Long Lu in the team, but he doesn't dare to offend Huang Mao. With his current status, he can only bully Lang Ling in order to please the girl. Tisk, you value sex over friends, you are a wolf and a dog. Huang Mao shook his head and sighed. This man is not worthy of being entrusted with life. He will do the same thing when he meets other girls. Long Lu patted the ice armor on his body with his big hands, making a loud banging sound. Haha. These 2 guys knew it was Chueyu's prank, but they still tried their best to cooperate, causing everyone to laugh. You. The corner of Qin Yu's mouth twitched. He had just calmed down for a moment, but doubted life again. If I don't protect my girl, you'll say I'm not a good man. I protect my girl, but you say I value sex over friends. What exactly is going to happen? Can you still have fun playing? After the joke, Yang Tian took the Lucky Pig bloodline, glanced at everyone, and said jokingly, which of you wants this bloodline? Brother Shui, I want it. Shui raised her hand first. You can't. Yang Tian shook his head. This Shui is a 6-winged demon. She devours other bloodlines and converts them directly into dark energy. She definitely does not really want this Lucky Pig bloodline. After being rejected, Shui pursed her lips in grievance, looking pitiful. Yang Tian pretended not to see it and glanced at Zhuangguo, Haoshan, Lan Yu, Lan Mao, Xiaofeng, and Huawu. These 6 people are considered the second-tier powerhouses of the Water League. Even, led by Lan Yu and Yang Tian superfan Nan Bassian, they also created a team named Blue Moon Team and signed up to participate in the World League domestic qualifiers. Obviously, this Blue Moon Team is actually the second team of the Water Alliance. Although the strength of the second team is very different from that of the first team, they can still be regarded as a first-line team in the national server. The second team of Shuimeng is the first-line team in China, so cool. Lan Yu even planned to name the team directly after the second team of the Water League, but Yang Tian felt that was too arrogant. Even if it was true, it was better to just pretend on the surface. Since Lan Yu has this idea and ambition, Yang Tian, whether as the boss or as a friend, must still raise a hand and help them increase their strength as much as possible. What about you, do you have any ideas? Yang Tianxiao asked. These 6 people now have god-level bloodlines, but they are all ordinary bloodlines and their bloodline skills are not powerful. Although the Lucky Pig bloodline is very unstable, if you are really lucky, it can be regarded as a first-class bloodline, or even a super first-class bloodline. Lan Yu and the other 6 people all shook their heads helplessly, thinking that they were not the European emperor and could not control the Lucky Pig bloodline. Ba Tian, you are still a newcomer. You have no qualifications, no strength, and your contribution to the team is not high. You are still just the Spirit King. Yang Tian smiled and said, don't say that the boss doesn't protect you. This Lucky Pig blood, you want to just take it? Nan Basian's talent and strength are not outstanding, but he is Yang Tian's #1 fan, a senior water blower. Yang Tian can naturally remember this kind of character. Brother Shui. Nan Basian's face turned red when his idol named him, and he could not suppress his excitement. Do you want it? Yang Tian asked. Don't, if Brother Shui promotes me, I will become a non-chief and difficult to control. Nan Basian smiled bitterly. Yang Tian nodded secretly. This kid only has spirit essence, and he is already level 185 and a spirit king. He can become a saint king by swallowing any god-level blood. If he doesn't consider the strength of the blood skill and directly takes it, it means that he is a fake fanboy. He doesn't really care about Yang Tian and the Water Alliance. Nan Basian probably never dreamed that his refusal would make Yang Tian have some good feelings for him. Since the main players don't want it, I will give it to Xiaomao. If any of you think you are the Emperor of Europe, you can ask Xiaomao for it at any time. Yang Tian handed the Lucky Pig blood to the blue cat, swept his eyes to everyone, and smiled evilly. Of course, if a non-African takes it in the end and it doesn't work, I will drive him out of the Water Alliance. A few minutes later, everyone killed the remaining pigs and cleaned up all the spoils. Yang Tian led the team to enter the second level. A flash of white light, Yang Tian and others came to a dog farm. There was a hut in the middle of the dog farm, and under the hut there was a giant dog and a tombstone. Outside the hut, there are many dogs called Su dogs. Zodiac Guardian Loyal Dog, Divine Beast. Level 200. HP, 8 trillion. Basic Combat Power, 8 billion. Maximum Combat Power, 800 billion. Skills, Savage Charge, Bite, Claw. Bloodline Skill, Divine Power. Background Introduction. In ancient times, a participant in the Zodiac race ranking almost missed the race to take care of his master because his master was sick. His loyalty moved the gods, who granted him divine power and made him powerful. Loyal Dog Master's Tombstone, special item. After being smashed, the loyal dog will be too sad, and his attributes will be minus 50%. Super God Undead Lord. Author, B.A. Wang Shi-san. Chapter 580. Tisk tisk, is this background introduction so sentimental? Yang Tian curled his lips. Perhaps because he knew the background of this loyal dog, Yang Tian liked it no matter how he looked at it. But after all, it was a game, and Yang Tian had his own position. He had to kill it no matter how much he liked it. What do you think of the tombstone? Yang Tian looked at Huang Mao. Huang Mao didn't have the eye of truth, so he couldn't see through the specific attributes of the loyal dog, but he could still see the attributes of the tombstone. It's hard to say, maybe it's a trap. If you really smash the tombstone, the loyal dog might go berserk, and the attribute add 50%. Huang Mao guessed. Well, anyway, don't destroy the tombstone, Yang Tian said. Wow, I was going to try it. When did you become so hypocritical? Huang Mao was shocked. Don't be so eager for knowledge. Also, It's not me who is hypocritical, it's the background introduction of the loyal dog that is hypocritical. There are some things you can't see. Yang Tian said helplessly. Okay, you can be hypocritical if you want to. What's wrong with admitting it? I won't make fun of you. The yellow-haired man looked down on him. Next, Yang Tian hit Zhongguo with a bone spear and led Zhongguo away from the tombstone. Awa Zhongguo roared suddenly, and the sound arrived before the person arrived. Divine power. The roar of Shenjun contained infinite power, which weakened Yang Tian and others. Everyone was covered with a weak aura that lasted for 10 seconds. Xiao Fei and Qin Yu were 8-winged angels. In the whole group, the two had the highest realm, and all attributes decreased by 30%. All the others, including Yang Tian, had all attributes decreased by 60%, and the overall strength decreased by unknown times in an instant. Obviously, this divine power and the evil suppressing magic circle have similar weakening effects. Facing enemies of the same realm, the attributes are weakened by 30%, and facing high-level enemies, the effect is weakened, both lasting 10 seconds. However, the divine power has another effect, that is, facing low-level enemies, the effect is doubled. Seeing this, Yang Tian did not dare to hold back and quickly summoned Suan Wu. Suan Wu appeared at the right time to avoid the divine power, which means that it was not affected by the divine power of the loyal dog, and its attributes did not decrease. Under Yang Tian's control, Suan Wu instantly released the divine turtle protection and summoned the divine turtle phantom to cover everyone in the group. Savage collision. Bite. Sharp claws. The loyal dog attacked frantically, but because of the effect of the divine turtle protection, all its attacks were borne by the black tortoise. The loyal dog's attributes are very strong, and it is also a rare existence among the first-level divine beasts, but it is not as strong as the black tortoise. Okay, the timing of summoning Suan Wu is right, and Suan Wu is not affected by the divine power, Huang Mao praised. Yeah, Yang Tian nodded. If Suan Wu was also weakened, the result would be hard to say. The loyal dog attacked the divine turtle phantom. Everyone in the group focused their fire on it at the same time. For 10 seconds, neither side had an absolute advantage. The next moment, the effect of Xinwei disappeared, and Yang Tian and everyone else seemed to be reborn, and their damage soared. Under the continuous fire of everyone, Zhongguo soon became low on health, and Huang Mao finally took the first kill again. System, congratulations on passing the test. No one in the team destroyed the tombstone, and Zhongguo was recognized. Everyone gets an amplification buff, all attributes add 30%, this amplification lasts for 1 day, but is only valid in this copy, and the effect disappears after death. As the system prompt sounded in their ears, a beam of amplification light rose from everyone's body. Everyone was stunned. They didn't expect that they could trigger a hidden reward just like this. Then the question is, destroying the tombstone will make Zhongguo's violent attribute add 50%, or will it make Zhongguo's sad attribute minus 50%? Huang Mao asked in a very tangled way. Zhongguo is dead. Now even if you smash the tombstone, you can't test it. Yang Tian laughed. Damn, I really want to know. Huang Mao was like a raging hare, reaching out to scratch his hair. Everyone was speechless. They didn't expect this man to be so curious. Zhongguo was killed by Huang Mao first, and a large number of items were dropped, but the only precious one among them was a piece of Xiaoguang bloodline. Zhongguo bloodline, Xiaoguang/consumables after use, the attributes are greatly improved, and the bloodline skill divine power is obtained. Divine power, instant, it reduces the attributes of enemies within a radius of 100 yards by 30% at one time, and the effect on weak enemies is doubled. Lasts for 10 seconds and cools down for 1 minute. Looking at the effect of Xinwei, Yang Tian nodded secretly, which was exactly the same as he guessed. As for the weakening effect on high-level enemies, this is implicit, and it will not be clearly stated in the introduction of each skill, but it really exists. This Zonga bloodline is not as good as the bloodline of the evil suppressing stone lion Yang Tian side. Double the effect on weak enemies. Just kidding. Yang Tian is now a holy king. When facing enemies of the same level, he disdains to use the evil suppressing magic circle and uses weakness. He is even more disdainful to use it on low-level enemies. Therefore, in Yang Tian's opinion, the suppressing evil array and divine power are exactly the same, there is no difference. In addition to the suppressing evil array, the suppressing evil stone lion bloodline also has a powerful bloodline skill, unmovable as a mountain. Therefore, in Yang Tian's opinion, the suppressing evil stone lion bloodline is far better than the loyal dog bloodline. Of course, the suppressing evil array, weakness, and divine power have the same effects, but the skill names are different, so they will not conflict with each other and are all effective. But Yang Tian had already acquired 5 of the 7 bloodlines at the human king level, leaving only the last 2. Yang Tian wanted to choose a stronger bloodline, so he gave up the loyal dog bloodline. Needless to say, Huang Mao gave up even the evil suppressing stone lion bloodline in pursuit of the illusory dragon king, and it was even more impossible for him to care about the loyal dog bloodline. Xiao Fei and Qin Yu, both of them have the bloodline of the 8-winged angel, and their bloodline cannot be changed. Long Lu and Lang Ling, on the other hand, already have their most suitable bloodline, and they almost don't consider changing it. The first team of the Water Alliance doesn't need it, so the loyal dog bloodline will naturally be chosen by the second team. Perhaps the word loyal dog is quite eye-catching, and the 4 girls Lan Yu, Lan Mao, Shuang Rou, and Huo Wu all gave up the choice at the same time. After a little consideration, Hao Tian and Xiao Feng also chose to give up. The loyal dog bloodline finally fell into the hands of Nan Bassian. After Nan Bassian devoured the loyal dog bloodline, he instantly broke the shackles and was promoted to the Holy King. When everyone focused their fire on the loyal dog, they also killed some of the dogs in the dog farm. You know, the shock wave caused by attack is not exclusive to spirit beasts, immortal beasts, holy beasts, and divine beasts. Human strongmen above the level of Spirit King, angels, and demons all have this ability. Now, with the fall of the loyal dog, the dogs in the dog farm have been almost wiped out. Not long after, with the fall of the last dog in the dog farm, the teleportation array connecting the 3rd level was lit up. Let's go, the next level. Yang Tian waved his hand and led the team into the 3rd level.